just caught up with my friend Dan Wilberforce, and we had a great conversation about habits. Good habits, bad habits, and the importance of consistency. Consistency is key. And I notice, I've slipped into some bad habits and slipped out of some good habits lately, and it's had a negative effect on me, where I'll continue in this downward cycle of I'm not being as productive as I would like to be, which gets me down, which, because I'm down, I don't feel like being productive, and so it's sort of an unending cycle. And I planned on doing regular videos. I wanted to release one video a week, which seemed achievable to me. I hadn't released a video in 4 weeks for many reasons. There was lots of reasons, but also a lot of excuses. I want to make some positive changes internally and externally in my life, and a lot of that is simply habits. I've found that I'm not as physically active as I used to be. I used to be really physically active, and lately I just do nothing. And because of that, I'm not as creative. I don't have as much energy. That's something I want to see change. I've been seeing my osteopath because I've got bad knees, and I want to get them healthy again. I want to get back into regular running, and so I'm slowly building it up, which is a struggle because I like things to just sort of happen like that. And so I need to just continue doing my regular exercises, but I'm just very aware that when I'm not physically active, I'm not as productive. Once upon a time, nothing would stop me from achieving my goals in terms of physical activity. Like, I remember forcing my sister-in-law to go running with me in torrential rain, simply because nothing was going to stop us from going on a run. We were running. We said we would do it, so we would do it. And that was the mentality that I used to have. I used to go to the gym 5 days a week, 3 hours a day, and nothing would stop me from working out. I remember I once broke my wrist and still went to boxing that day because nothing would stop me from being physically active. And somewhere along the lines that shifted, and I got out of that consistency. I got out of that regular habit. I lost that motivation. And I went from one end of the spectrum, which was probably a little bit too far, and went all the way to the other end of this pendulum swing. And I've sort of stayed in this spot for a while, and I really want to come back to the center. And the only way I can do that is by making positive choices, starting in my mind, choosing to be consistent and change my habits. And it's interesting when you study brain patterns and how habits work, and the fact that consistency is key, that you must do something on a regular basis to train your brain. This is normal. This becomes my normal habit. And so I made that decision today to start doing that on a regular basis, and had this wonderful catch up with Dan where we really encouraged each other that there's no excuses. We want to see change in our life, so we're going to start doing it. One of those things for me is I simply care too much about what other people think, and I always have. And people don't think I care about what others think, but I do. I care far too much about what people are thinking of me, and that has a positive or negative impact on what I do. So people see what goes on around me physically. They don't know what goes on internally, the battle that I go through on a daily basis to do what I want to do without caring. So when it comes to film, when it comes to physical activity, when it comes to every area of my life, I want to shift my thinking. I want to care about people, but I don't want what they think about me to have a negative impact on my life. If I believe strongly in something, I want to do it no matter what. When I filmed my first vlog in that park in Newcastle, I had the camera set up and I was just sharing what was on my heart. And it probably seemed like I didn't care what people were thinking, but there was this point when I was editing that I noticed all of a sudden I got really quiet when I was sharing, and it was because someone was walking past, and I was caring too much about what they were thinking about me. Oh, what are they thinking right now that I'm filming? Do they think I'm up myself? Who cares? Who cares? I want to push past that. What does it matter what some random stranger thinks about me? If I am achieving my goals, that's all that matters. If I'm able to have a positive impact on others, that's what I care about. And so I want that to be the driving force for me. I need to find my motivation. I need to be consistent in my goals. I need to celebrate every small achievement, every little victory. I need to chisel away each time. See, there's this There's a very famous quote, why put off till tomorrow what you can achieve today? It means don't wait for tomorrow, do it today. The problem with that thinking for me is it came to the stage of, oh, I don't have enough time to finish this today, so I won't do it at all. And that's not healthy, because then it means nothing ever gets done. I want to chisel away a little bit each day until it's finally accomplished. Celebrate every little victory. I got this much done, that's okay. And I will do every little bit I can until that goal's achieved. So that's where I'm at the moment. I need to just narrow in, have a clear vision, direct time towards things, give myself time to achieve what I can, and not beat myself up too much if it's not to the level that I would like it to be. I want to learn and grow at each experience. I need to find that balance. I don't want to get to the end of my life and think, I wish I had more fun. And on the other end of the spectrum, I don't want to get to the end of my life and think, I wish I was more productive. I need to find that balance in the middle. And it all starts with what's going on in here and putting that into practice. I watched Zach Young's testimony again the other day, and it always has a huge impact on me. The way he lived his life was so inspiring. He had a big heart and a big love for people. He was passionate about what he believed in. He says something along the lines of this: why should I care if somebody looks at me funny or even punches me in the face?
We're on Earth once, and that death is inevitable, so it's like, why wouldn't I do that anyway?
And he's simply saying he doesn't want what other people think of him to stop him from achieving his goals. And for him, that was sharing the gospel of Jesus with people. But I believe that works for everything. I don't want to let what other people think of me, I don't want to let that stop me. I've got one life on this earth, and I want to have a positive impact. I want to change the world in every little way. And so every day I have the opportunity to do that. And if I'm choosing to just sit and be lethargic, I'm not going to achieve anything. So why wouldn't I do it? And those are profound words, seeing Zach's life cut short. We don't know how many days or years or hours we have. So why wouldn't I give it my all? Why wouldn't I go out there and achieve all that I can? I want to be motivated by love. I want to achieve my goals. I want to have a positive impact on people's lives. And I want to enjoy my life and be happy and know that I did things to the best of my ability. There'll be ups, there'll be downs, there'll be good days, there'll be bad days. But I want to be consistent in going after my goals.